Hello everybody, this is Kevin McMahon with Bear Creek Presents Adventures in Beekeeping. Um, Today, what I'm going to do is show you something that I saw yesterday while I was doing mated queen checks. And in two of my hives, I've seen something that uh, I've never seen before, and I didn't film it during this session. Kind of one thing sort of popped out to me after I was reviewing the video as to what I was actually seeing at the time. But I wanted to point it out to you, and we're gonna get busy. This little this little green hive here. Uh, this was a this was a hive that I did a split on at my other apiary, and it didn't take. Um, and so there was just some bees left on a frame of there was two frames. The bees had drawn out one of the frames because it was a new frame, and the other one was an old drawn out frame. And like I said, it didn't work. So I brought it over here, and then I gave it I left the newer frame in. I took the old frame out and gave it to a hive with a laying queen so she could kind of like get going a little faster. And I took a frame of eggs and brood from the hive over there. I can't remember exactly which hive I got it from, but I gave it some eggs and brood, and I checked a few days ago, probably about 5 days ago, and I didn't see where they had created a queen at all, or a queen cell out of all the eggs and brood that I gave them, which was shocking. So I was like just a little meh. Well, yesterday I just went in and on a whim, because I was going to shake out the bees and give them to another hive. It was no big deal. Well, when I pulled up the one frame, and it was the new frame with built-out comb only on one side, there was a queen cell in it, and it was probably about an 8-day-old queen cell. It hadn't been capped yet. And the funny thing is that this hive, number one, has never had a queen in it, and number two, that frame of brood that I put in, I put the frame of eggs and brood in on that side, and the queen cell, which was, I remember looking, they had built out a queen cup at one point in time on just this one face of this frame. And like I said, that queen cell was on that frame. Now, I didn't really dawn on me yesterday, but the only way that could have happened is if the bees took an egg, the workers took an egg from that frame that I gave them and moved it over to the other frame and installed it into the queen cup. We had a discussion on this at our bee club recently, and I'll be honest with you, I really didn't buy it. But I'll be honest with you, seeing is believing. If it didn't happen to me, I really wouldn't have believed it. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna kind of show you what I found. Today's a real crappy day. I had a lot of stuff planned. I was gonna finish up my single hive management over at my other apiary, but it's a rain day, and so that was gonna take a lot of time, and I just didn't want to dodge storms. So I put that off for another day. We're kind of between storm cells here, so I'm gonna go in and do this real quick and just show you what I was talking about. And we'll see how it's doing. Not sure. Sure aren't building out any comb, man. Frick me. they just started pulling this one out. Nothing. This doesn't have a whole lot of nothing in here. A whole lot of anything, to be honest. I don't even know if it had a queen. Well, had a queen cell. Looks like it was torn down. Well, that queen cell was torn down from the side, so that means that this hive is going to be queenless, because that was the only one that was there. That ain't good. I don't see anything else here. This walkaway doesn't look good. There's hardly any bees. The one queen cell that was in here looks torn down. They're building a queen cup, but since there's no queen to lay, it ain't gonna do them any good. Damn it. Well, I'm gonna have to give them a frame. I'm searching for that queen, but there's just nothing. Oh, maybe she's in here. Nothing resembles a queen in there. Damn. Oh well, we gave it a shot, right? No smoke, no nothing. Let's hope you can see this. I am not blocking your view while I do this. Okay. The last thing I want to do is hurt that queen cell. And here it is. This is, as you can tell, this is a brand new, this is a new frame. They just started building this out. They built out the one side. But there's that queen cell right on the side there. And it's not quite capped, so today must be day 8, day 9-ish, somewhere around there. And you can also see it is the only cell that seems to be. I don't quite get this, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to show you what I was seeing. I find that absolutely fascinating. as to how that can occur. There's never been a queen in this hive. Okay. Had to put on my magnifier so I could see a little bit better. And one thing I didn't do yesterday was pull out this frame. This is the frame I gave them. And I can't remember how long ago it was. I'll have to put it in the show notes. But you can see all the cap brood that I had given them. Well, actually I gave them brood, but and eggs and larvae, but it's all capped now. Some of it's hatched. And not a queen cell. Not a queen cell on it. So as you can see, seeing is believing. Yeah, this must have been just about 21 days ago, because I can see the bees hatching now. Some of them are 21 days old anyways. But how odd is it that they took one egg and moved it over? Not a queen in sight. Hope you can see that. Let's give you a better shot. Some things just defy the imagination. You know, I'm not a very experienced beekeeper. I had never heard of that before. You know, people commented on it, and I was still skeptical, obviously. It wasn't that I didn't believe them, I was just skeptical on it. But as you can say, seeing is believing. That just blows me away. Let me, So they're on their way to making a new queen, which is good. It's just, just wanted to show you that it's possible for them to move eggs. They just didn't want to create a queen cell. Apparently, and on that other frame, for whatever reason, and they haven't touched that side. Bees are an amazing animal, I guess. They do things that that's what keeps me intrigued. about beekeeping is I'm learning. Every time I open these hives up, I'm learning. Every single time. I gotta give him the pollen patty here. Okay. I also wanted to show you this hive because for the simple reason that I have no idea how or why, but I verified a virgin queen in this hive. Okay, probably 10 days ago on the 16th. Today's the 26th. This is the 16th, or I mean that was the 16th that I verified a virgin queen had hatched, and she was walking around in there. Yesterday I went in there, and there were I think five queen cups in there, and 3 of them had eggs in it. Just 1 egg in the bottom. And there was, I think, there was 1 cell off to the side that looked like it had some pollen in the bottom of it with an egg sitting out of it. I don't know how that's possible, that they're gonna create, the queen came back, mated, laid 5 eggs or so, or 3 eggs or 4 eggs, and left. So some of the, like I said, it's just, I just wanted to show you some things that you just kind of run into, and for no reason, you know, some things just absolutely boggle the mind. Okay, this is my new frame, and they have just started drawing this out, and they've got all this filled with nectar in here. And there are drones. That's another thing I saw. There was lots of drones in this colony. Just walking around sucking up nectar. But as you can see, this side, not drawn out. Now this was a split from a hive down there, and it had a couple of queen cells on it, and the bees made their queen. It hatched. She came out. I found her, and yet, let's see if you can see this. Let me see if I can get this in the frame here. See what I'm seeing. But there's a queen cell. There's a bee in there, down the bottom. The one right there, there's an egg in the bottom of it. The one up the top, 2 up at the top. Can't tell if there's eggs in there or not. Yep, there's an egg in the bottom of 1 of them. Let me see if I can turn on my light, if I can get any better look at these bees. But there are no eggs in any other of the cells. So I don't know. Yeah, there is. Interesting. I just don't get this at all. Now, if you can spot a queen, then you're better at it than I am. Because it could be that I was paying more attention to the queen cups than I was looking for a queen. Lots of drones walking around. Nectar filled most of this frame up. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 queen cups, 6 queen cups on this one frame. Nothing on this side. Oh, 1 queen cup. Let's see if there's anything in that. I don't see anything in that one. How could there be eggs? Unless I have a laying worker, but why would the worker start laying so quickly after losing their virgin queen? Well, I don't see a queen walking anywhere in here. This hive is definitely queenless. And there's a queen cell that they tore apart. I think that's the one she hatched out of, to be honest with you. Up at the top left. Well, bottom, but top as to how I'm holding the frame. Interesting. Like I said, I don't see a queen. Lots of queen cups though. Eggs in the bottom of some of them. And they're drawing them out. One of beekeeping's big mysteries. It is what it is. All of a sudden they're really humming. Okay, so I just wanted to show you those two oddities. You know, sometimes it happens, but things to look for when you're beekeeping. I learn every single day. So, anyways, until next time, happy beekeeping.